Hello, English teachers. I hope you're safe and well and in good health. I'm Salma English. I would like to share some of my experiences in teaching with you, especially with those who are about to start the journey of teaching English. I would like to entitle this video as "Teaching at Heart," if this is a possible expression, as I wanted to pass on some of the experiences I have learned as a teacher and as a human before being a teacher. So I wanted to pass on some of the things that will be very specific from person to person, not only a course that is like how to teach or how to manage a classroom or how to deal with multiple intelligences. No, you can get that. And it's there already now in many classrooms, and especially here with Ms. Basma, or Abla Basma as she likes to be called. So she's an expert there, and you can always find things written for you and prepared well in order to be a good teacher, like practically and professionally. Today I wanted to find something more to say. I believe differs from one teacher to another and one person to another. So I would like to entitle this video as Teaching at Heart, if this is a possible expression. First, I would put the tips that I found more or most effective inside the classroom and within a teaching environment. So let's start with tip number one. Dealing with each other as the human beings before as a teacher and a student inside the class. So this tip is one of the most important things that I have ever learned is you are a human being before you are a teacher, and the student in front of you is also a human being before he's a teacher. He's a student, sorry, or he's a or she is a student. So before you start teaching and consider that he's your student, of course, this is something that you're doing inside the class. But before you do that, you have to keep in mind that this person is a human being, and he would like to be treated as such before you treat him or her as a student. So you have to show respect. You have to be kind. You have to consider their feelings because they're human beings. So if we deal with them upon that principle, they're going to deal with us this way too. And if you show respect and be the teacher that you wished to have as a student, they would be the students that they wish to have as students if they are teachers. So this is tip number two. I would like to say, if only teachers teach the same way they want to be taught, students will be the good student a teacher would want in class. So it's a closed circle, you know. We started it. It's us that started this circle. I believe so because we are the like the controller and the leader of the class and of the whole educational process. So you are the person that starts this circle. You started with passion, you'll get passion. You started with anger, you'll get anger. You're not in a good mood, it passes on to them. It's all very mutual, and the vibes go on inside the class in an unbelievable way. And those who have started their journey as teachers will understand what I'm saying. So whenever you go to the class and you're nervous, you get the feeling from them that they sense your feeling. So it's important for you to deal with them as you would like them to deal with you, because what you give is what you take inside the classroom, especially, not only in life. And that was tip number two. Tip number three: a good teacher is always a good learner. We teachers never stop learning, so we gotta get this spirit of a student going, or a learner. You are not only their teacher, they have a lot to teach you too. So they give you a lot of things that you did not know before. For example, I once had a student, whether these things that they teach you are materialistic and real knowledge like other sciences, for example, or whether they teach you something as a human being, as we said before. So a good teacher is always a good student. As I was saying, once I was playing Pictionary in a classroom with a dentist. He was a student, a learner within my class in a course, and suddenly we ended up learning something about DNA and RNA, and he drew something like that, and our Pictionary game ended up being he is the doctor and the teacher and I was the student, so he kept teaching me things. So that was one example of the things that you can learn inside the class. And you will not believe how many ideas they can generate, and they can give in class if you adapt and adopt with them the approaches that they are the center of it. So you deal with them as the center of the educational process, and they will be more than creative with you.